Hello everybody and welcome to Feria Latina's Making Corner. In this session I'm going to attempt to show you how to make a puppet made out of foam. So I start off with a piece of foam, like a mattress foam or just a piece of foam you can get. It's nice and clean, I checked it and everything, but I've had it for a while. And I'm going to use that to make a puppet. So the things you need is a piece of foam, which then you can literally cut like this. You've got to get somebody to cut it for you. You can either use scissors or something, and then you get a piece of foam and then you cut it into sections. So the way I've done it is, you need a big chunk for a body. You need 4 pieces, 2 of each size for your legs. So the way I've done it is I've done a long piece for the bottom part of the legs and a shorter piece for the top part of the leg. And I've done 2 of those of each. And I'm using bottle tops, plastic bottle tops from milk carton as the feet, as the legs. And to make a hole, I use one of these skewers. And I'm going to make a hole like this and put it right through, but I'm making it near the edge so that when I put the foot, it looks a bit like that rather than being in the middle, okay? So I'll do that with 2 of them near the edge. There we go. Now, you then need your arms. So if you look at it, you've got that, hopefully you can see this. The 2 parts of the legs, like that, with the feet, and then you've got the arms, again, 2 short ones at the beginning, at the top, and 2 longer ones on the bottom parts, the forearms. And then you've got the head. Literally with the head, the way I work it is I get a piece of foam like this and I shape it by cutting. I just cut, see, till I make something. And it's not, because what happens is, once I've cut it a little bit, to make it a little bit, you can use colouring pens to make the head look interesting. So I've literally just done a few little cuts on this piece of foam just to show you. And then what I will do is I will get a pen and I will mark out the eyebrows like that. And then I will mark out the eyes. And then you start getting the sense of the puppet. Then I will use different colours. So just to make it easier for me, I am going to use different colours to make the eyes. Get a black pen to make the tip of the eye so that you can really see it. So you start seeing the face, and then I'm going to use a red to make the shape of the mouth. So you get a shape like that. So you don't need to over worry too much. I'm going to do it on the actual head that I'm going to be using this time, okay? You can obviously do more than this. There we go. That's the face. Now, you can obviously put some hair on it if you want. You can either put some hair on it by just colouring in some hair. Beauty also of foam puppets is that you can then dress them. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to put these together. You need a nice piece of string, thin if possible, to make life easier. You're going to need a length which is about, 2 feet, something like that, 1 to maybe almost 3 feet, or just under a meter. And then you're going to need to have some kind of a needle to put it through, but I prefer these. And what this is, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to put that there to see if you can see that. It's a paper clip that I've turned into a kind of a needle. So hopefully that will work. But the first thing we do is we take the bottle top and we put the string through the bottle top and we double tie it. We do a double knot so that we are looking at it. I'm going to get rid of this by putting it through there, hopefully. Yeah, so there we are. And we got one piece. And what you do is you double knot in your paper clip that you turn into a needle. You need to do a double knot really to make sure that it doesn't come off when you're doing the important bit, which is you're taking the needle through the foam, okay? Right, so you've got this, and you take the first piece, the lower piece of your leg, and you put it through it like that, so it comes out at the other end. Now, you've got to make sure that it goes right through. So the best way to do it is you push it all the way down there, you hold it there, and then you just pull. And it comes through like that. And you go all the way, and then you've got the first part of your leg. Yeah? You do the same thing for the other leg, the top part of your leg. And you put through again. And you've got the second part of the leg. Then you need to keep straightening your needle, by the way, because otherwise it goes all over the place. Then you take it through the side of the body, all the way up the body, and you go all the way up the body. So you got the first leg like that. Yeah? Part one. Don't worry too much about it at the moment. You just leave it like that and you take that off. Then you take another piece of string. You're going to need about 4 pieces of string, I think. And you do the same to the other leg. You double tie it. So you do a double knot again to make sure that it stays on and doesn't come off. I've got fat fingers, so sometimes I find it hard, but I'm okay. Done it. So we take it round again to where it's supposed to be. Part 2, and we do exactly the same. And then we go to the second part, so we get the bottom leg, we take it through the middle, all the way through, push through the middle, we find the other part of the leg, which I've actually want to cut a little bit there. I'm shaping it a little bit. I tend to do this a lot, change my mind about things. Right. And then we take the next part of the leg and we put it through the end. And we do the second leg and we do exactly the same through here. We come out of the other end like that. So we're doing really well so far. Get rid of these pieces. And we tie this up. Yeah? And we do a double knot. Again, to make sure that it stays in place. It's quite important that it stays in place this time round. And just to make sure that we're okay, we're going to tie one more. See, now we can get rid of that. And we are part way through with our 2 legs. Yeah. Now, the next step is we take another piece of string, and now look at these pieces, right? We have the arms, two sets of arms, and this I am using as a hand kind of thing. I'm going to do exactly the same that I did, but I'm going to tie it round like this. We can shape the hands later. I'm going to tie it round, and we've got, that's the first step. So we're here, we're going to take the arm, part one, the forearm, and go through, and then we're going to go through the second arm, the top part of the arm, and this time I'm going to go through this side, all the way through, so we end up with our arm up here. See that? That's an arm. So we take the top of the arm, we put it through the needle, with the needle, sorry. We take the second part of the arm, we do the same thing, through the needle and onto the string, and then we undo it. Now this part is a bit trickier. So we're going to take that, we're going to put it there. The first thing we do is we pull that to make sure it's tight enough. We put that there and we double tie it. 1, 2, and then we go through. Do you see that? And then you put the string through here. When you've done that, you tie it. You tie it. So you end up with your two arms. We cut this because we don't want loads of string everywhere. You see how good it's beginning to look? This is the hard part. So what you do now, you take the final piece of string, you tie it to your needle, which is made out of a paper clip. You take it through the middle. No, it's got to go there, yes. That's perfect. So you take it through the middle like that. But you need to leave quite a bit of string so it doesn't go all the way through. Yeah. Then you take it through the head like that, and then you turn it round and you go back that way. So you're here. Get to the point where you're on the other side. So at the moment you keep it loose, you keep the head loose, yeah? And you go to the second part. And you go back. Actually it's a bit bent, so I'm going to straighten it. You go back, down, that's the one. So now we are, make sure you're back that way, because that's the way you are going. So now what you do is you set it in the right place and you just pull the two strings together to make sure that they're both, yeah. There's your, you can take the needle off now. So you've got these two pieces of string at the other end. And these two pieces of string, what you do now is exactly what you've been doing all the way through. You double tie it. 1, 2. I'm going to do one more for luck. Then you can just cut that off. And we're here. Now at this point, we can finish and say, there's our puppet. Or you can dress it, or you can colour it in. But there's one thing I really like to do, is I like to get some more string. I'm going to get lots of this string, see? This will take a while, so you can stop there if you want. But basically, I'm going to take all string, I'm going to string it to make it look interesting. I'm just making it pretty. You can really get into this and do loads of different things, but I'm keeping it quite simple. This is a very, very simple puppet with foam, simple one, and string. I've got another one here, and they're friends together. Thank you very much for listening. This has been the Making Corner for Feria Latina.